Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Tears of the Kingdom has been such a successful game so far, and it really takes the whole Zelda franchise to another level. There's new generations of kids playing this game now, but a lot of the characters we're seeing are actually reminiscent, at the very least, of characters we've seen in other games, especially Breath of the Wild. Could use, for example, Robbie, Pura, Impa, the Deku Tree, or Master Koga. One character that I'm kind of sad they replaced was Kass. I was really hoping that Kass would come back. I thought that they brought him into Tears of the Kingdom with the new songs, but no, instead they've replaced him with a character named Pen. Now, Pen is also a member of the Rito Village, and he also gives Link a few side quests that can be a lot of fun. You can easily find Pen in all the stables across the surface map during the quests. I believe that Kass is a really interesting character that brings joy and wonderful melody to all the Zelda fans. He's one character that has made Breath of the Wild still alive for a lot of us even to this day. So in this video, I want to prove that Kass is not only an awesome character, but that he is also the greatest musician in all of the Zelda games. First, we're going to talk a little bit about Kass's backstory. Now, Kass is a minstrel who travels throughout Hyrule Kingdom in search of what he calls the ancient songs. He left his family and his hometown of Rito Village in order to fulfill the final wish of his teacher. When Link first encounters Kass, Kass will recognize the Sheikah slate that he's carrying, though he will excuse himself for prying. If Link asks if he is a bird, Kass is shocked to hear that he has never even seen a Rito before. He then introduces himself to Link and asks if he has heard of the ancient songs. He goes on to explain that the ancient songs are dedicated to the ancient hero who defeated Calamity Ganon 10,000 years ago. He plays a version of Epona's song that harmonizes with the regular stables theme. It's actually quite beautiful. He will offer to sing an ancient song for Link that recounts the previous sealing of Calamity Ganon, which was taught to him by the court poet. After singing the song for Link, Kass thanks him and welcomes him back to listen to it again anytime he likes. Now you may recognize Epona's song all the way back from Zelda Ocarina of Time. I love it, it's nostalgic, but you know what? Kass does it even better. And that is not the only song that he's known for. In fact, in Breath of the Wild, he has a ton of absolute bangers. I'm going to list some of them off right here. We've got the Serpent's Jaws, which you can find in the Pegos Woods. We've got the Two Rings, which you'll find on the West Hyrule Plains. The Crowned Beast, which you can get on Rabaya Plain. Sign of the Shadow at Gerudo Tower. A Song of Storms at Kalora Lake. Master of the Wind at Horon Lagoon, the Hero's Cache at Katano Bay, Under a Red Moon at Washa's Bluff. Now, it sure sounds like he has quite the resume considering all of the amazing songs that he sings, but his story actually gets a lot more interesting than that. After Link completes the final trial, he'll exit the Shrine of Resurrection to find Kass overlooking the Great Plateau, kind of looking like a badass, to be honest. He notices that Link appears to be more accomplished since they last met. Due to this, he claims that he has a song he would like to perform for him. Kass reveals that he's finally completed the court poet's unfinished song. He states that the Great Plateau is the perfect place to sing the song because it describes the inauguration of the champions at Hyrule Castle. He then introduces a song which he has titled The Champion's Ballad, and begins to play. Hearing the song causes Link to remember the Champion's Ballad in a recovered memory for him. Once the song has been completed, Kass declares that this ceremony made them all into champions back in the day. He recalls that the court poet always advised him to write songs that would transport the listeners to the moment in time that he's singing of. It's pretty powerful, right? But he finally believes that he has a deep understanding of that teaching can actually do so. Kass then reveals that he found something else when he was looking through the court poet's notes. and he believes Link should be the one to keep it. You see, Link's courage reminds him so much of the champions that he believes the item will only be safe in Link's possession. He then gifts Link the picture of champions, and with one final thought, he stoically wishes for the spirits of the champions to rest in peace. Now, whenever I'm just hanging out, bird watching, and any of the birds happen to be playing the accordion, which happens from time to time, I'm reminded of my boy, Kass. And they're good memories, I gotta say. His music is so good that there are a ton of YouTube videos with singers covering the songs, making their own lyrics, and putting it to his beautiful melodies. He's become such a symbol, such a staple of Breath of the Wild, and I believe he's going to keep the game alive, here on YouTube at least, and in our hearts, for decades to come. There's so many fantastic covers from instruments like piano, flute, oboe, other people just remixing it, making techno versions. Actually, I've put some of my absolute favorites down in the description here, so definitely feel free to check those out if you want to feel a mix of some Breath of the Wild nostalgia with just some chills, because some of these really, really hit hard, and I love it. But anyway, I want to know down in the comments what you think about Kass. Do you feel the way that I do about him? Do you wish that he would return for Tears of the Kingdom? Please, you tell me. I'm excited to hear from you. That's all for now. Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate all the support. If you liked the video, please show me that you did by giving it a like. And let me know if you have any feedback on how to improve in the game or right here on YouTube. Super excited to see you in the next video.